Yo, they did it. They did it again. Steph Curry, Draymond Green, Iggy, Clay, 4-time champs, man. 4-time champs. Steph Curry, the Finals MVP. Oh man, it's an amazing way to wrap up the season. The most hated team, but also the most loved team in the NBA came out on top. Some people hate them, some people love them. I'm part of the people that love them. I love the players, I love the organization, I love what they built, and I love that they just won another one. What it is, YouTube family? It's your boy Rob, and I'm here to talk some NBA basketball, but specifically the finals, because we just wrapped up the NBA season. Literally, I'm recording it right after the game, and I'm just here to talk about the Celtics versus the Warriors, man. Talk about, just talk about. I like this finals. I think some people don't. Some people also compare a lot, which sucks. But I love this finals run. I thought it was one of the best defensive. The best defensive series I've seen in in the finals in a long time, since at least like the 2016 year with LeBron and the Warriors. But man, I mean, it was just great, It was just great on both sides. Both teams were hooping. Some was obviously hooping more than the others, but it was fun to see this young team who wasn't projected to be here, was one of the worst teams to start out the season, and they just figured it out after the second half of the season, and they just figured out how to become the best team, one of the best teams in the league, and they got to the finals. Unfortunately, the Celtics lost, right? As a Celtics fan, I feel like you should be proud, right? I know you're an organization that wants to win, and that's right. You guys should want to win, right? You guys are tied with one of the most winning teams of all time in NBA history. So you guys are an organization that's built on wanting to win, but you haven't been here since 2008, right? You've been close, but you never got it into the steps, and you actually got 2 wins out of it. And I think that's a W for a fan, for the players, right? Jason Tatum finally overcome that hump of the conference finals and finally got to the finals. Now his next goal is just to win it, right? My only takeaway for the Celtics is what's next, right? Like, what is like that for both teams, but not really the winning team, but more for the losing team, because you got here, right, with what you did. So what you did worked, but how can you improve to make sure you do win next season? And for me, it's just getting a playmaker, honestly. Like, I love Marcus Smart to an extent, but I respect what Marcus Smart brings to the game, other than his flopping. But other than that, I respect his productivity on both sides of the ball. He's able to shoot, his passing, his defending. But his playmaking is only to a certain extent. He's closer to Bruce Brown than he is to Chris Paul. And I'm not saying they need to get a Chris Paul level player, but can they get this kind of ball handler who can slow the game down and make sure we're getting the right setups, make sure we're not turning the ball over all recklessness? But also, it's like, I see in the team, I'm like, do you really need another ball handler when you want to go through JB and Jason Tatum? So it's like, it's a weird spot that they're in. How do they improve? I don't know. They got a smart guy in their GM spot in Brad Stevens, so I think he'll manage to figure it out. Moving on to the champs, though, the Warriors. You see, I got the yellow lights, but it shows like they're green, but they're supposed to be yellow. So it's not on me, it's on the lights. But shout out to the Warriors, man. Steph Curry, the finals MVP, man. He finally got it under his belt. 32 in a closeout game. Can't say nothing about what that man brings to the game of basketball. Can't say nothing about what he's accomplished in the league, and he's still going. I feel like people think like this is going to be his last one. And if it is, so be it. He's still one of the greatest. But the way they played this season and the way the league is going, why they can't win it next year? You feel me? They got here. They're going to have a better team, I feel like, next year, because their youngers are going to come. How can they not possibly have another great shot to win next year? Like, they should also be in the favorites, the Las Vegas favorites, all that stuff. If they're not top 2, something's off. What they accomplished this season, people make fun of, people make fun of Warriors fans for saying, oh, you only had a 3-year drought, blah, blah, blah. But the way they had their 3-year drought sucks, like Clay gets injured in the finals. He's out for a year. Steph gets injured the next year, thumb injury, basically out for the next year. So your team is trash, basically. Draymond is, only as good as Steph as Clay is next to him. So, that's limited. And then the next season, you get Wiggins after trading D'Lo. I think they traded him that same season, but you have Wiggins, and then actually I don't know. Yeah, I think so. You have Wiggins the second year, and Clay gets injured again. Right, that's the after pandemic season, after the bubble season. So yeah, Clay gets injured again, unfortunately, so he's out again. And then he comes back, and this year they did what no one thought they would, other than their fans. No one in the media projected the Warriors to be the finals, to get to the finals, let alone win the finals, win the championship. And the fact that they did it is it's a great story, and it's great to all those players' legacy. Steph, Clay's, Dre. It's a great thing to add on to their legacy. And I don't know, like going from here, like I just think Kuminga's gonna be another year in. That's a solid piece, and then James Wiseman, hopefully he plays. That's Kevon Looney's gonna be. You're running back with the same team. I don't think they can't get back to the finals, and I can't think of a team that's gonna get drastically better than they were this year in order to beat that team. But yeah, man, I just want to come in here and share my flowers with that team. Happy for the Warriors, man. Happy for Steph specifically, because people always bringing up my man's legacy and talking about he don't have no finals MVP, and now he can shut them up from that. You know what I'm saying? Like, they can't say nothing no more because he got that now. And it's just like, man, well earned, well deserved. It's one of his, I think, in my opinion, I don't know the stats or anything, but this was definitely his best finals run in his career. Like, his best finals. I mean, he had 3 games of just good performances. You know what I'm saying? 3 games. No, he had like what? This went 6, so he had like 5 games. We had just great performances, And yeah, man, I'm in this area where just like I'm just happy, But now the season is over, and it's like, what's next? Now we got the draft is next week, and we got summer league in August. Free off season gonna be lit, but man, I already missed the game. And it just ended. And I already missed it. I can't wait for next season. I think next season is gonna be a blast. I think it's gonna be, if bearing all injuries, everyone comes back healthy. I said this when every team had their duo partner, but I think next season has the chance to be the best NBA season ever if majority of stars can stay healthy. The ADs and LeBrons, the Kawhi and Paul George, the Giannis, all the guys that you need to stay healthy to give the league challenge is what they do. But I'm gonna get out of here, so I'm done wasting your time. Hope you guys enjoyed my talk about the finals. Enjoy this, Warriors fans, if you're watching this. Celtics, enjoy the fact that you got here, but remember, it's only the beginning. You got youngins. It's only the beginning. I'm gonna get out of here. Hope you guys enjoy. Make sure you leave a like, subscribe, and comment. We're trying to build something great, and we cannot do that without your help. And I'm out. Peace.